I would have it because basically when it's going to start, the band will start playing and they'll start coming in. So I'd have it facing down over there. That's fine.
recognized. I would also like to acknowledge Mrs. Adrienne Hendricks and Ms. Lisa Miller for being the advisors for the class of 2025 these past 4 years. They have assisted the students with planning various activities throughout the years and survived the class field trips. So thank you, Mrs. Hendricks and Mrs. Miller. To begin our ceremony, I invite Patrick McMullen, Senior Class Secretary, to the podium to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Good evening. Please stand if you're able for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you, Patrick. Let's take a minute to acknowledge the proud legacy of military service from Random Lake. This proud tradition of service continues as 6 of our graduating seniors will go on to defend the freedoms and values we cherish today. I'd like to ask these students to please stand. Paige Bell and Patrick McMullen, who have enlisted into the Wisconsin Army National Guard. Braden Dunn, Addison Gebhardt, Jacob Paneer, who have enlisted into the United States Navy, and Elijah McChain, who has enlisted into the U.S. Army. Thank you for your willingness to serve. At this time, I invite the senior class salutatorian, Chesney Meyer, to the podium to present the salutatorian address.
Not even a year ago, the mere thought of sitting in these chairs, walking across the stage, and concluding our high school journey was frightening. Leaving behind all we've known for the past 13 years was an idea of my own apprehension and uneasiness. But as this day has progressively grown closer, these anxious feelings have been diminished and replaced with excitement, anticipation, and readiness for what's next. As we sit here today, we approach the edge of something we've never experienced before, a future completely unknown. Some of us know exactly what we want to do in the next phase of our lives, while others are still figuring it out, and that's okay. The great thing about the unknown is that it holds endless possibilities for unique avenues of success. The past 4 years have prepared each and every one of us to thrive as we take this monumental leap, and I have no doubt that we all have the potential to capitalize on this new, exciting unknown. I think we can all agree that this day felt like it would never come. From the last-minute projects to when we were unmotivated and trust ourselves in times of doubt. And as we lived in these moments, chasing time to reach this day, we also created some unforgettable memories along the way. The spontaneous laughter between classes, the nights spent with friends we wish would never end, the glances across the room that said more than words ever could. They were the most authentic, the most memorable part of our journey. So, as we all look forward, don't shy away from taking risks and pursuing prospective paths. Every choice we make, whether it's smooth or messy, places a piece to the puzzle of life. The unknown is not a void to fear, it's an opportunity to discover. On top of that, let's have the courage to live not just for the next goal, but for the moment. Take the time to look around, appreciate who's beside us, and find meaning even in the smallest things, because these are the memories that never fade. Let's thank the family, friends, teachers, and peers who have stood by our sides as we've worked to reach this point. And let's express gratitude to everyone that has joined us tonight to celebrate our accomplishments. Congratulations to the class of 2025. The best is yet to come.
Thank you, Chesney. To continue the tradition of recognizing past graduates who have accomplished significant achievements and made noteworthy contributions to society, we are proud to present our 9th Distinguished Alumni Awards. This year, the committee has selected 2 recipients who have dedicated their careers to the medical field and business field. This year's recipients are Dr. Thomas Russell and Mr. Jeff Hiller. We are honored to have Dr. Russell with us tonight to share a few words. Dr. Thomas Russell graduated in the class of 1954. He went on to earn his undergraduate degree from Marquette University, earning a bachelor's degree in chemistry and philosophy. Dr. Russell proceeded to continue his education, earning a medical degree from Marquette University School of Medicine. Dr. Russell has spent his career working in the medical field of dermatology, as well as a clinical professor at the Medical College of Wisconsin. Please welcome Dr. Thomas Russell to the podium.
Well, congratulations to you, the class of 2025, to your families, and particularly for your teachers who have guided you through some of the best and most exciting 4 years of your lives. About 71 years ago, the class of 1954 on a feedback. 1954 were in a similar situation, enjoying our graduation. Put that in perspective, 71 years is a lot has happened in the last 71 years, and if you look forward, maybe one of you will be addressing the class of 2096. That's only 4 years from flipping the calendar to the next century, 2100. So this evening I have more or less 2.5 observations for you that I've learned since my high school graduation. The first is to be realistic and humble. The second is to be a teacher in a practical sense and a lifelong learner. And the last is to manage your most precious possession. Being realistic and humble are related. You've accomplished a lot, but if you haven't, if you've not become aware of it, you soon will, because there are a lot of people out there that are likely smarter than you, stronger, faster, perhaps friendlier, and in some ways more successful. I learned this lesson at each stage of my education after I left Random Lake, in college, medical school, internship, specialty training officer in the military, private practice, and as a faculty member at the Medical College of Wisconsin. But each step was also an opportunity to learn and to do well with that knowledge and to improve. So learn from others and you will do well. In this regard, I'm honored to accomplish. They've certainly honored this school. However, in many ways, none could match the other in their special area of expertise. A perfect example is Jeff Hiller, who is unable to be with us tonight as a fellow awardee, who's a great businessman and makes great cheese. My interest is skin cancer and helping people that are miserable from skin disease, but I have no expertise in making cheese. My expertise is confined to eating Cedar Valley provolone and their other products. So I would say that find your passion in life and do the work. Do the work. And whatever you do, be good at what you do, whatever that is, and you will be assured of success. The second observation is everyone in this auditorium is a teacher in practical terms and also lifelong learners. You learn something new every day. Examples would be your grandparents teaching your parents how to be parents to you. sat in the passenger seat when you got behind that wheel for the first time, somebody was teaching you and coaching you. And you may have done the same for someone in sports, such as basketball or soccer or volleyball, etc. So the point is, there's a great satisfaction in being a mentor to others. I'm here primarily for my pastoral teacher at the medical college for 48 years, instructing students and introducing them to diseases of the skin and instructing young physicians to become experts in dermatology. But the best part of being a physician is to teach patients about their illnesses, how to take care of it, and sometimes simply how to cope with them. Do the same. You have to know the subject well in order to translate. I also want to shout out a previous awardee for a distinguished alumnus, was Dr. George Schroeder of Plymouth, who, with his physician wife, Mary Eschenberg, were proctors and instructors for my son, Jim, when he was in medical school, and he spent several weeks in Plymouth learning and observing how really fine physicians practice medicine. But as you know, learning experience is the best teacher. Life is learning on the job no matter what. Learn from your mistakes and your successes. My last comment is to remind you to manage your most precious possession, which is time. About 50 years ago, a prominent church leader said, live life to the limit, every minute of every day. Whatever you want to do it now. And this is the punchline. There are only so many tomorrows. Or, to say it in more graphic terms, for those constantly pressed for time and some of the older folks in the audience, my late spouse used to say, life is like a roll of toilet paper. The shorter it is, from a fellow graduate, albeit a long time ago, be realistic and humble, be effective coaches for others and learn from others, enjoy and spend your time wisely on the journey of life. As a representative of our fading class of 1954, we offer you our best wishes on the road ahead.
Thank you, Dr. Russell. Our other distinguished alumni recipient is Mr. Jeff Hiller. Mr. Hiller graduated in the class of 1982. He is known by many in the community as a business owner of Cedar Valley Cheese. His dedication to success came through hard work and a vision of what needed to be done for Cedar Valley to thrive well into the future. Mr. Hiller spent many years working side by side with employees in the factory making Cedar Valley the well-known company it is today. To honor and thank both Dr. Russell and Mr. Hiller for their contributions, please accept this recognition plaque. There are identical plaques hanging in our hallway of academic excellence, along with our other distinguished alumni recipients. At this time, under the direction of Mr. Brandon Miller, the high school band will perform Billy Joel in concert. Thank you, Mr. Miller and band students, for that wonderful performance. Each year, the graduating class selects a staff member who has been influential in their school career. The class of 2025 has asked Mr. Travis Olson to speak. Please welcome Mr. Olson to the podium.
Thank you, class of 2025, for providing me the opportunity to share a few words with you and your loved ones here tonight. I shall do my best to keep them brief. 28 years ago, I'm not sure how that's possible, but I've done the math a bunch of times and it seems to check out. I graduated from a small school, much like Raymond Lake. As I think back to that night, many images flash in my memory. Friends I bonded with through good times and bad. Teachers present who supported me and sparked within me a love of language, inquiry, and learning. And coaches in attendance who instilled in me discipline and drive. One memory that's absent, who our graduation speaker was. Realizing I have no recollection of who spoke at my graduation definitely took the pressure off as I prepared these words. Because most of you won't remember a thing I say as hours turn into days, and days all too quickly turn into years. And this night, graduates, is about you, not me. So congratulations on the hard work, efforts, and focus required of each of you. You've all made it. And parents and guardians here tonight, thank you for the even more difficult work, the patience required to survive middle school mood swings, the dedication as taxi drivers to practices, games, plays, musicals, and other endless events and gatherings. And the stress endured when they began driving themselves to those same places. You too have made it. Students, 28 years from now, nations of the word. The fundamental root word of momentous is moment. And we are here tonight to celebrate the moments you have all shared together. Many of you entering 4K together and spending each and every moment of your educational career under the same roof. Some of you joined our family, as Dr. Trimberger calls it, at different junctures in your educational journeys. But your moments with us have been filled with support, friendship, and kindness as you gain a sense of belonging. As you look back on your moments under this roof, please know that while your time here has undoubtedly shaped you in indelible ways, those moments do not define you or limit you in any manner. Some of your paths through our hallways were rocky at times. Others of you sailed the calm seas with the wind constantly at your back. Either way, take what you've learned from your moments shared with teachers, coaches, and friends, and move forward in your life knowing that each moment of your life is an act of creation. Creating the person you want to be, forging friendships and relationships you want to value, and hopefully treating everyone the way you want to be treated. Everything beautiful that you will encounter in your life will require hundreds, maybe even thousands of moments of toil, effort, and exertion to create, but only one brief moment to destroy. One misplaced comment you thought was harmless, one text about someone that ends up getting back to them, or one moment of weakness that wrecks a hard-fought relationship. So please be aware of how you are spending your moments, to create, to cultivate and strengthen, or to criticize, condemn, and demolish. Another form of the word moment is the term momentarily. Like when 3 girls seated here in front of me, whose parents I never thought I'd have to call, momentarily lost their minds and decided not to return to school after a visit to a potential prom site. Like the 3 of them, each and every one of you will momentarily lose your way in coming years. You'll have moments of utter despair about what to do with your life, moments of uncertainty about whether they are the one, and moments of temptation where a shortcut can get you the same outcome as putting your sweat, heart, and soul into something, but without the gratification of a job well done. Momentarily, you will feel lost and overwhelmed, but take solace in the fact that all of you sitting here tonight will experience those same moments. Rely on one another to get through those moments. Rely on your teachers who have already been through those moments. We are here for you tomorrow, next year, and even the next decade. Well, I'll be retired by then, so find me on a golf course, a hiking trail, or in my kayak if you really need me. In all seriousness, never should you feel isolated or alone, because you have spent so many moments together. It's truly one of the advantages of a small school. The final word I'd like to touch on is momentum. I'm not exactly sure how it relates to momentous or moments, but I'm sure Mr. Wilkerton could explain the physics of it to us. During the last 4 years, you have been on trains that have been gaining momentum and speed, delivering you to this moment of your graduation. You've ridden different rails to get to this moment, some taking advantage of youth apprenticeship opportunities, some enrolling in seemingly endless AP or dual credit courses, and some of you doing anything you could to avoid those classes. But each of your rails successfully brought you here today. Now, new trains are pulling into the station, ready to gain momentum and take you to new, individualized destinations. Many of you will be boarding trains taking you to our fine UW institutions and tech schools. Some of you will be on your way to private institutions to advance your learning. 6 of you are doing the entire Random Lake community proud and enlisting in our armed forces. I commend you for that commitment. 4 of your trains are waiting to take you out of state, to Florida, to North Dakota, to Iowa. Many of you have trains waiting for you that will take you to internships, apprenticeships, and other opportunities that will enable you to contribute to local, state, and even national workforces. Regardless of what train you are boarding, it's up to you to keep the momentum rolling forward. My hope is that your journeys to your particular destinations will be full of joyful challenges and rewarding obstacles that you will overcome, due in part to the moments you've spent here at Random Lake with caring teachers, loving friends, and supportive community members who witnessed your growth and development. I also hope that your destinations, wherever they may be, prove as fulfilling, gratifying, and joyous as the 4 years I have spent with each of you in this building. I am proud of all of you and simply ask that you have the courage to follow your dreams. No matter which tracks you might need to switch to or how many stations you might need to wait in, explore and find, as Ralph Waldo Emerson so eloquently put it, your plot of ground given to you to till. Good luck, and congratulations, RLS class of 2025. Cherish your last few moments under this roof together.
Mr. Olson. At this time, under the direction of Mrs. Nikki Anderson, the high school choir will perform Somewhere Only We Know. Thank you, Mrs. Anderson and choir students, for that wonderful performance. At this time, I invite the senior class co-treasurers, Caroline Gruby and Brooke Keller, to the podium to present the senior class gift.
The class of 2025's gift for the school district of Random Lake will be a $1,000 donation towards the purchase of outdoor furniture for the high school courtyard to make it more welcoming for future students and visitors.
Thank you, Caroline and Brooke. At this time, the class valedictorian, Caroline Gruby, will present the valedictory address.
Thank you to everyone here today for joining in the celebration of the graduating class of 2025. To all of the parents, grandparents, siblings, friends, teachers, and everyone in between that have helped us get to this point, thank you. Thank you for cheering us on in our success, picking us up in 2025. It's finally over. All of our hard work, procrastination, Quizlets, ChatGPT answers, and energy drinks have all led us here today. I can't stand here and give you all some secret code to the meaning of life because I don't have any. I'm only 18, and like most of you, I have no idea how life is going to turn out. What I can do is share what I've learned so far, and when preparing for this speech, I had to look back at my entire high school experience and consider all the lessons this place has taught me. One of the most important ones I've found is that nobody is ever thinking about you as much as you think they are. I read a quote somewhere, by read I mean I saw it on TikTok, that said that the only person you go your entire life being with is yourself. It's no wonder we tend to have a self-centered worldview. But in the past few years, I've learned that almost nobody remembers the fall you took walking up the steps at that awards ceremony, or that joke you made that nobody laughed at. People tend to remember us the most when we're living authentically and confidently as the unique people we were created to be. And in my lived experience, we're all the best versions of ourselves when we fully embrace who we are. So live your life for the one person you have to see every single day, yourself, and embrace all of the things that make you happy. Next, I hope that we can all learn to fear failure a little bit less. Failing is something I've personally struggled with as a dedicated perfectionist, but my time in high school has taught me the value of it. Failure is an opportunity to learn and grow, and oftentimes we learn more about ourselves when overcoming a setback than in success without obstacles. We waste so much time worrying about if something isn't going to work out, or if we're going to embarrass ourselves by trying something new. But we make a million mistakes every single day, and how many of them have really ruined our lives? From what I've learned so far in life, most situations that we spend hours contemplating anxiously and worrying about never end up as bad as we think they will. So pick up a new hobby, join a club, take part in a new sport, and never be afraid to try something different because of failure, but sometimes it turns out to be the most fun you'll ever have. Lastly, I hope we can all learn to lean on others. The past 5 years I've spent in Random Lake have taught me the power of a community and of relationships. And through my teachers, friends, family, and peers, I've learned that we're never truly alone. Sometimes it can be hard to ask for and accept help, even when we know we need it, but we're not put on this earth to be alone. And time again, I've been proven wrong, trying to figure everything out on my own. Nobody expects you to solve all of your problems by yourself. We didn't get all the way to graduation by ourselves, and we certainly won't make it through life that way either. Relationships come and go, and whether you stay connected to the people sitting next to you for the rest of your life, or you never talk with them again after today, know the power of a community. Never be afraid to ask for help, because everyone around you is doing life for the first time, and none of us will ever have it figured out. After 13 long years of school, we're finally graduating and moving on to the next chapter of our lives. Whether you're continuing on to higher education, joining the workforce, or going into the military, Your future is bright and unpredictable. Chase your happiness, try new things, and lean on your friends. We have simultaneously so much life ahead of us to experience and so many accomplishments that have led to this day. We've gone through so much together to get to this point, and now we've finally made it to the moment that seemed a billion years away when we've walked into our first day of kindergarten. So in this moment, whether you're looking at the future with excitement, fear, anxiety, relief, or everything all at once, look at what you've already achieved with pride. Once again, congratulations to the Rainham Lake High School Class of 2025. I wish you all nothing but the best.
She likes to exit with a lot of noise. Way to go. Thank you, Caroline. Each year, the senior class likes to share a reflection of their high school years and accomplishments. Please enjoy the senior class slideshow put together by Kylie Brooks, Brooke Keller, and Ms. Lisa Miller. Thank you, Kylie, Brooke, and Ms. Miller for that wonderful video presentation. Tonight, the diplomas will be awarded by School Board President Mrs. Gina Schneider, District Administrator Mr. Michael Trimberger, along with School Board Member Mrs. Rini Radke, as they will be reading their classmates' names for the presentation of diplomas.
Caroline Ruby. Brooke Keller. Patrick McMullen. Madeline Adler. Ariana Adair. Palin Barrett. Daniel Becker. Paige Bell. Dylan Brody. Kylie Brooks.
Michael Connerton. Peyton Donahue. Braden Dunn. Renee Fell. Wyatt Finke. Trista Shear. Addison Gebhardt. Dakota Crease. Skylar Hart.
Bradley Hartman. Mariana Hausenkoff. Brooke Hyder. Tucker Hiller. Anthony Hoffman. Carson Harris. Judy Judges. Evelyn Johnson. Xavier Johnston. Van Justman.
Cole Keller. Ethan Keller. Skylar Kelly. Chase Kevin. Rebecca Kramer. Levi Lawrence. Mackenzie Maheen. Tyler McGuire. Bezonia Newman.
Cheyenne Nobles. Jacob Paneer. Jenna Payne. Spencer Radke. Hayden Shannon. John Schmidt. Tyler Schubert. Silas Schwabi. Weston Smith. Maya Turnus.
Amanda Tesla. Christiana Van Hool. Kylie Van Hool. Sutton Wilderdink. Maggie Winker. Kiara Wolf. Chesney Meyer.
Colton Golke.
graduate in the new foyer and activities center following the student recessional from the gymnasium. Graduates, please stand. Parents, family members, and friends, I present to you the 109th graduating class from Random Lake High School, the class of 2025. To designate your official completion of your high school academic career.